Good morning, Mr. Ginder. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. So
What's the word, Thunderbird?
I have an update, but it's not a good one. And credit to Amy, she's been mostly following up, but I was able to speak with the deputy sheriff in Bucks County. And right now they're spread so thin, they have no way of picking up before even the 30 statutory days. They have 4 people spread out and they have priority cases. And I explained to the sheriff's officer, like, this isn't a capital murder, this is an aggravated sexual assault of a child, this is a theft by taking. And so priority wise regarding the charge is they're just unable to accommodate. They're trying to get adult probation to figure out if there's another way to do it, but for this warrant, just be forthcoming, is that this isn't one they're going to be able to. But also it presents the issue is they're not going to recall the warrant. They still want him, they're just physically unable to do it within the statutory period. So this isn't even a discretion thing, they're just unable to do so.
So just because we still have to follow the law.
Right, and so we're stuck in this quagmire where he's gonna just keep getting arrested because the warrant's still gonna be live. Like, he could leave today and get arrested this afternoon, it's just gonna keep happening. And
Well,
so,
look, you can lead a horse to water,
right,
as the saying goes. You already know that even if you get released today, that warrant will be eternally out there until you go back and take care of it.
Yes,
Every time you get arrested, how many days are you missing in your life? 20, 30 days every single time. So the right thing to do is go back.
but I mean, that's also why he keeps getting arrested, is because every time they believe that they have the capacity to do it, and then suddenly they realize they have holiday pickups and they have other things that take priority. So that's why the warrant is still being validated, is because they think this time they can make it within.
What are you going to do?
So this one, I mean, because they've already related, and I'm relating to the court that they're unable to, is I'm not agreed to a bond, but I'm not opposed to a bond. I mean, ultimately, when it runs out the date, we run out the date, and I'm still waiting. Legally,
So
I'm waiting for.
you're not going to nullify it though, I guess.
I'm gonna wait until I get a final confirmation from adult probation there, because they're the actual, just like for the DA's office here, for our warrants, is they're the final decider of how they want to handle the warrant. And apparently, it takes a little bit of time for them to respond to the sheriff's office there, and I'm not gonna waste this court's time if they're not gonna
Have
respond.
we had him here before?
We've had him 3 times before. And so he was
Have
arrested.
we ever given him a bond?
No, we've dismissed, I believe, before it came to that. And like I said, 2 of them were before my time, before I joined general litigation. So I can't speak to when Katie and Stan did it, but at least for myself, is we dismissed it before that became a scenario.
Judge, my understanding is he was held until they maxed out their time and then he was released 3 times.
Sure, of course. I guess that was implied, but what,
Right. It's not a day of, he's released, they max out, they
Sure.
don't get extra time. So he sat down 3 times for this. 14 days, 3 times, so 45 days when they're not filming.
but at the end of the day, it's one person. That's right.
And so
I mean, it's not,
And I told him, hey, he's gonna say, what's the difference this time? And he tells me he's got the funds.
no. I'm going to set a bond for him now. I'm going to give him a bond.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to, I mean, there's no sense in keeping you in custody when we know they're not going to come, right? But like I said, if you don't go back, this is going to continue to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So it would behoove you to get back there as soon as possible, take care of it, so you can be done with it once and for all, and go on with your life. Really, it's nonsensical to keep getting arrested and you sit 14 days every single time. I mean, we're working 3 times now, really. Now, begs the question, what's the bond amount?
For the court, like I said, if it wasn't a parole violation, I'd probably be more comfortable just giving a number and being agreed to one. But in the end, I understand the transportation difficulties, but ultimately it is a parole violation. And so that's why I can't agree to one. I'm just not opposed to one.
Judge, I think the issue is gonna be him having somebody to come and actually post a bond for him. This is a situation where they're not dismissing the case, that therefore you need somebody to come.
I'm going to give you a PR bond.
Oh, fantastic then.
You know, I mean, there's no sense in keeping someone in custody when we know that they're not going to come. It's just, it's not
PR
fair.
bond, I would ask for a $300 PR bond.
You know what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
Go back, get it done once and for all. I'm going to give you a PR bond now, but I'm going to tell you one time, I'm not going to continue to play this game. If you act like a child, well, we're going to treat you like a child. We're not asking for much. I'm going to give you a PR bond now, but this is a fugitive case. You get 1 shot. Normally, when we have people that come back on multiple fugitive cases, we don't continue to give PR bonds. We don't continue to do this. I'm going to do it now because he's already indicated that they're not going to come get you. But if you get arrested again, and if it continues to happen, you're old enough to know actions have consequences. So does the failure to act. You understand, Mr. Ginder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll give him a PR bond now and then just let them know, just,
January 2nd is 14 days.
Okay.
Well, plus the 1 date for
but
release.
I mean, I'm releasing him now.
Right, what I mean is in terms of directives to return, because the PR bond is still within the context of the fugitive case, and so releasing for the
So
bond.
I'm
is still-
ordering you to go back to this jurisdiction, to go either turn yourself in or go post bond. Where is it, Mr. Kim?
Pennsylvania, Bucks County.
You must either go turn yourself in or post bond in that jurisdiction. If you do that, that will take care of this fugitive case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you don't, this warrant, this nationwide warrant will be out there for eternity. Okay?
Understood.
Done.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
So